Okay, we had a small power shutdown, so the live stream disconnected, but seems everything is working okay now. So once in here, we were adding the OK, and we need to add the comments to the endpoint. It's a new follow for the adds a new user followed by the login user. Okay, and that's okay. So now what we are going to do is I want to create the test at user follower, and I'm going to do right click. Should have create unit test in here. I'll select the existing project and I'll hit OK. Now I don't have the user client service, but we are going to implement it quick. Basically, what we are going to do is we are going to add a follow. Now this needs to be async task. We will do something like await user client service. We are going to name it the same, except add user follower sync, right? We are going to send the this and for that we actually need to create a couple of users. So for now, we'll allow the user to follow himself. No, we are just going to create a couple of users. So let's get, well, var db context equals base uh, test base, create db context. Now db context dot application user dot add new add yeah add async. It's going to be a string. I'm going to name it like that. Followed application user ID. It's going to be a grid. Get new dot to string. We are going to add a new user. Okay, this needs to be awaited. And we are going to add the fields that we need. The role we actually need. See, application user ID, we don't need to set that. Available fonts, we don't need to set them. This one, it's the one. Yes, this is the one we want in there. Email address, we do need it. Test at test.test or whatever you want to put in there. Right. I don't need this to be to string yet. so var or grid or whatever you want to set it to. Okay. Full name to make the test user. Last login. It should have a default. No need to set any of those. And I believe we only need that. If we don't, we'll get an exception. Oh, wait. DB context.save changes. Okay, we sign in, right? Then we use the client service, add user follower, and we are going to do follower application user ID, follow the application user ID, follow the application user ID. Okay, we generate the method. Now, this is the followed application user ID. We are going to create the call. This is going to be a post, so we are going to do something similar to this, but we are going to modify it, of course. So we create the authorized client. We are going to post, actually we are not going to do a post of a specific model, and we are going to set a new user constant. So public const string add user follower equals API user add user follower. Okay, add user follower. We are going to set null on the post. This has to be async. And this is not post as JSON, this is just a post async. We can put that up there. We add the follower. Okay, we are going to put a breakpoint in here just to check. Then the other thing we are going to do is get db context dot user follower equals await db context dot user follower dot where we need to add link p dot followed application user dot Azure ID equals follow application user ID. And this does have to be to string. And this is going to be a single or default. And actually it does not have to be to string because both are gets at the moment. Grid and grid. What does it say? Yes, get single or default async. We add that and assert dot is not null follower entity. Now one of the things we want to do is we want to convert this does not have test initialize. We want to create one. Collapse to definitions. Yeah, there is no test initialize nor test cleanup. We're going to create both. Public async test test initialize. Let's clean up. And public or private, whatever you want. Clean data. Clean data is going to create a new instance of the DB context and clean everything. Now this is using a memory database, so there is really no problem, but we better guarantee that that is clean for each single DB context dot user follower DB context dot user follower dot remove single user follower. And yeah, we're going to do the save changes in here, though we can. Yeah, actually we can wait until the end so it doesn't do. So it just do it when it has processed all of those. And then wait, clean data. Wait, clean data. We compile. I forgot to do something in here. We're going to move this. This is going to convert and this the name is going to be this. An interpolated string, okay. The route or the base route, and then the query string. So yeah, that will be it. And let's go to the test and test it. What does it say? Class cleanup has the run signature. The method must be static. Public does not return a value and should not take any parameter. This is for the class cleanup, right? Public static, yeah. Class cleanup public static, okay. Uh, huh. Oh, no, no, no. Didn't want to run the website. I wanted to run the test. So the test should run. It's running there. So let's debug this a little bit. We create the user, we sign in. Interesting. Something failed in here. Let's see what actually failed. I don't know what failed. Let's go. Oh, no, this one. Okay. Says get my role. And let's see if there is any issue on the API. If there is any exception, we should get it in here. Okay, right. I haven't added the user service, so I'll go to the add platform services and I'll add services.add transient user service. We'll go back to the test. Okay, it should log in successfully. Okay, create a client service. We invoke the method. We go to the API. We get the login user. We insert it into the database. This is successful. We get the follower entity. It should have, yes, it does have one. It's not null and it has actually passed. Now I'll try to run all the tests again and just verify that everything works. Okay, there are no errors. Let's see. It seems one failed. Which one failed? Okay, yeah, and this one was actually failed because I haven't done the clean data in here. Actually, I did it. Yeah, test cleanup, test initialize, clean data. Let me just run it again a couple of times and let's just verify. It was failing because it was expecting that there was only one person created for that video test, that there were around 31 records. Um, so something else was creating the that huge amount of items. That's something we need to verify. I think I may know what it is. Not There is a background service running that may be creating rows in that table. So if the service runs or finishes running before the test executes, there may be more records on the table. So that may be the reason. Okay, everything succeeded. So implementing the add user follower endpoint. Add this. I'll create a pull request. This was audience growth. It was an enhancement. It was for phase one. The milestone was audience growth. And the item was 220, 299, 299. I'll create a pull request. And yeah, should appear in here. And the pull request, it's this one. And this will be running the build to check the code. And that will be all for now. Thank you very much and have a great